So welcome to this video, which is all about words. What is your word for the year? So at the moment, you might have noticed that having words or themes for the year is becoming a little bit more popular than New Year's resolutions. Resolutions, if they work for you, then brilliant, stick with them. But for many people, they've possibly even forgotten what their resolutions are by kind of March, April time. They might last for January, but by the middle of February, they're kind of getting a little bit forgotten and getting a bit boring, perhaps. So it can be more helpful to perhaps have a word or some words for your year to encourage you and to spur you on. So why can words be good things? Well, they can give you that clarity and that focus so that you know what you want to be aiming for and the kind of character, the kind of person that you want to aim for. And then subconsciously you work backwards from that. So if you want to live, for example, a lifestyle of opportunity, and that's your word, opportunity, then your behaviors will lead towards that, and your habits will lead towards that, and your actions will lead to that, and your thoughts will lead to that. So you'll gradually work backwards subconsciously, and even your little day-to-day decisions will lead towards opportunity. So it can really help you to clarify what you want and give you focus. And it also, the more you think about your words, the more it develops new pathways in your brain. So we have these things called neuropaths, and just to keep it really, really simple, they're like troughs in your brain that your thoughts go down. And the more you think about something, the more likely it is that your thoughts are going to go down that path again. Whereas if you introduce new words and think strongly about those words, then your brain will start going in a different direction and will start going towards those words and towards those pathways. Resolutions can be quite limiting and they can feel like a rule, whereas having a word can feel a bit more fluid, a bit more flexible, and it doesn't judge. So a resolution, you might feel like you either do it or you don't, and you feel bad if you don't do it. Whereas a word is more of a guide rather than being this kind of judging thing. It's more of a value that you want to live by. And so therefore, maybe it's more likely that you'll stick to things that add up with this word or this value, because it gives you a little nudge in the right direction in every step of your decision making. It's quite broad, so it can cover lots of different areas of your life. So your life can become perhaps a little bit more streamlined and feel like it's got less clutter in it, because if something doesn't line up with your value and your purpose for that year, then perhaps you would let it go. And it helps us to work out in the bigger picture what's important and what's not for us, what ties up with our values and what doesn't. So words can be really, really helpful and really encouraging to have that word or that few words that carry you through the year and give you your values and your drive. But how do you find words that work for you? Perhaps you've already found a word. Hi there. Hi, Catherine. Good to see you on here. Perhaps you've already found your word. Perhaps you haven't. So you could spend some time. It doesn't matter if you're watching this video in end of January into February. We can use these things at any time of year, but of course it's helpful at the beginning. So perhaps spend some time praying, worshiping, reading the Bible, see if any themes or any words come through for you. How do words make you feel? If you look at a list of words, which ones jump out, which ones make you feel positive? What kind of person do you want to be this year? Perhaps read a long list of words or listen to some ideas. So here's some words. You could have something like power, belief, hope, love, joy, adventure, purpose, passion, freedom, alignment, have I said love, friendship, autonomy, lots of different words out there. Perhaps just pull up a list of words and go through them and see what resonates with you. And are you just interested in these words that you're looking at, or are you committed to making them your values for the year? And when you name a child before they're born, it's unusual to announce a name before they're born, because you run the risk of people saying, oh, interesting name, or oh, that's unusual, or oh, I wouldn't have thought of that one, or something like that. Most people will reveal the name after they've decided what they're going to call their child. And it's similar with these words, really. If you have chosen a word that really resonates with you, then stick to it. Decide, stick to it. Don't run it past people and see what they think. Just announce it. Perhaps you've already got a word or a few words for this year. I'd love to hear what they are. And type them into the chat, into the comments. That will be wonderful. So is it worth thinking about for you to have a word or 2 or 3 words to help you this year, to guide you, to keep you aligned to your values, to help your thoughts and your actions and your habits and your behaviors line up to the lifestyle that you want, to give you clarity and focus, to help your thoughts to travel down those line of thinking rather than others, to give you flexibility and freedom in how you live, and not to have those resolutions that can be a little bit judging sometimes. Some words to encourage you and nudge you towards certain actions that perhaps you wouldn't take normally, and to make your life more streamlined, so you know what to get rid of, you know what to let go of, because they don't line up with your values. So I'd love to hear if this is helpful, and whether you've got some words for your year, or perhaps if you just want to stick to some resolutions, or maybe do nothing at all. Would love to hear. So take care, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye-bye.